Hello, and welcome to another Rangro's unit of the week. And today we are taking a look at the 2K22 Tunguska-M AA piece for the Soviet Union. Now, we could actually talk about the Tunguska unit itself, and right, it's just a good idea to have a mobile AA platform that uses guns and missiles, but let's talk about something a bit more interesting, and that is the Tunguska event. So, in 1908, June 30th, at roughly 7 AM in the morning, a giant explosion happened over the Tunguska River, and this explosion was probably caused by a meteor, an asteroid or comet. No one is too sure about the specifics, but this meteor or asteroid was probably 60 meters to 200 meters in diameter, and it disintegrated in air over the Tunguska River, so pretty much like a cluster airburst, and it completely destroyed everything within a 2,000 square kilometer radius, knocked down every single tree and killed most of the larger wildlife in the area. There's reports of people seeing this giant explosive light and then the sound of what sounds to be artillery fire from a far distance, hundreds of miles away. And this is probably one of the largest nuclear war explosions. I guess it kind of ranks up here with the Halifax explosion in 1917. But yeah, it was a big bloody explosion from what just amounts to be a giant rock and a bit of gravity. And the crazy thing is, if this landed over like a metropolitan area, such as like London or Paris or Moscow or New York, just imagine the destructive power this giant rock would have had. And because of that, the Russians came up with a Tunguska AA system to shoot down any giant rocks that may fall from the sky to protect the motherland. In-game, the 2K22 Tunguska-M is a 100-point AA piece with 2 weapons available to it. And the first weapon are these twin 30mm AA guns with a range of ground of 1 km, helicopters at 2.8 km, airplanes at 2.6, 50% accuracy, 35% on moving, 1 HE, and a rate of fire of 2,777 rounds a minute. Overall, a very powerful AA gun. It has damn good range, good accuracy, and it shoots extremely fast and has enough ammunition. Pretty much, if a helicopter or plane dare gets within range, they are going to receive a lot of lead. And secondly, we've got the 9M311M missiles. 8 of these missiles available to the vehicle, with a range of helicopters of 3.3 kilometers, airplanes at 2.6, 65% accuracy, 7 HE, and a reload time of 20 seconds. And also, some rather powerful missiles, great against helicopters, can shoot out those longbows and whatnot before they can get close. Good accuracy, yes, the range against airplanes isn't as good, but 7 HE power means it will 2-shot any plane and 1-shot most helicopters, depending on the helicopter that you're shooting. And if we take a look at its miscellaneous stats, 2 frontal armor, right side, back and top, 10 HP, medium size, very good air detection, a speed of 60 km off-road, 110 on the road, an autonomy of 500 km, year restricted to 1986, and type restricted to mechanized, armored, and support decks. In battle, the Tunguska-M is, well, it's a very powerful unit. It is definitely a workhorse. It is up here with the Soviet trifecta of super weapons, the T-72BU, the Tunguska-M, and the Holy Ghost, the Buratino. And it's got a great AA gun, stuns up enemy planes, does a lot of damage, and kills helicopters rather fast. And the missiles as well, even though their range against airplanes isn't as good compared to other missiles, it does do 7 HE damage, meaning that it can 2-shot most planes. But mainly it's great against helicopters because those longbows and other nasty helicopters, mainly longbows I'm thinking, dare get close, they're going to get shot down from a far distance array, and it's very safe using this unit too. Now if you don't know, you should know that you should turn off the guns when using this most of the time, because the guns are radar, meaning that you can get seated, but it doesn't mean they are completely useless. Just make sure to micro-am, only turning them on when you want to use them and then turn them back off immediately. But apart from that, Tunguska-M is probably the best AA unit in game, I will say it, with, an open hand. It's just so bloody good. And what I find really crazy, this is not a prototype unit. Now, I know not a lot of people play Red 4 general decks, but if you do, you have one of the best AA units available to you, just as long as you play a standard Category A deck. And yeah, TUNGUSKA-M. It will shoot down a meteor, I think, and it will definitely shoot down longbows, and that's all it really needs to do. And I'm going to leave it off like that. This has been another Rangaroos unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.